Let's play with some fun Teo toys today. This bus depot looks cool, and it's time to play. So let's press the clock and start transforming it. Here we go. Wow, awesome! But before we start playing, we need to find all 4 buses. Hey, there's one there. Come on out, red bus.
Red.
That's great! We found our first bus! But we still need to find 3 more buses. Where could they be?
Over here.
Red bus thinks there's something hiding behind this yellow door. Wow, check it out, guys. We have another bus, and this one is yellow.
Yellow.
That's pretty awesome. Now we have 1 bus and 2 buses. Maybe there's a blue bus behind this blue door. Hey, wait a minute. That's a green bus. It should have been behind this green door, but nothing's there. I know. We can slide this over, and now the green bus is in the right spot. Green, you have been seen. Blue, where are you? I know. Maybe if we tap the door 3 times. Look, it worked. Let's check it out. Blue bus, is that you behind the door? Hey, it is. Now we have our green bus.
Green. Hello.
And our blue bus.
Blue. Hello.
Can you count the buses?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Great job counting. Now we can start playing. Let's start by lowering the right side and then over here on the left side. Then we can use this piece to add to our ramp and make it longer. We can connect it just like that. Whoa, and here's a cool blue tunnel that we can slide on the end. That's pretty cool. Check it out, guys. Our bus depot looks really awesome and is ready for us to play. Let's start with our red bus. It wants to go over here to the other side so it can go up the ramp. Up it goes onto the red platform. Now let's flip the switch and give it some gas. Look, 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 look. All right, now it's ready to go down the tunnel.
Wow.
Now it's the yellow bus's turn. What should we do with the yellow bus? Oops! Oh no, we dropped the yellow bus. Now it's all dirty. But don't worry, the car wash will get it all clean. We'll just send it through and it'll be nice and yellow again. Don't worry, yellow bus, we're almost there. Just up the ramp and onto the platform. Now let's flip the switch and press this green button to turn on the car wash. Great, now let's send it down to see if all the dirt and mud are washed away. Here it goes. Wow, check it out. It's back to being a clean yellow bus. Great job, guys. Let's put our yellow bus on the first floor and our red one on the second. There we go. Now it's time to play with our silly green bus. This is the one that was hiding behind the blue door. Now it wants to hide behind the yellow door. All right, green bus, here you go. Now let's press this big green button to set the launcher and to close the door so the green bus is ready to launch. Kids, are you ready? Here it goes. What just happened? Our green bus turned into a big green dump truck. That's so crazy. And look, it has a big green container called a bed that goes up and down. That's where it keeps its payload. Whoa, where's he going? I think he wants our blue bus, Teo, to follow. Wow, look, the green dump truck led Teo to a construction zone. Wow, neato! A construction zone is where new things are built. This one has a working conveyor belt to take things up and down, and a crane for lifting heavy objects with its claw. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Teo wants to help. Maybe he can help the crane load the boulders. Let's lower down the claw and move it over to the payload. And now we can lower it down for Teo. Here it comes. Alright, great. Now we can use Teo's hitch to attach it to the payload. And now Teo can bring the boulders over to the conveyor. Right there, Teo. Perfect. Now we can use our tractor to load the boulders onto the conveyor. It has an articulating claw arm for digging and lifting heavy objects. Perfect for our boulders. Now let's start sending the boulders up the conveyor so they can be processed. Whoa, look at them go! Last ones! Now let's use our dump truck to load the boulders into its big green bed. Now it's time to send our processed boulders off for delivery. It's a rush job, so we need to get there fast. We'll move the conveyor belt so the dump truck can go down the ramp. All right, dump truck, time to go up the conveyor. All right, let's send it up so it can go down the ramp. Great, here it goes. Oh no, watch out! Oh no, a crash! Don't worry guys, Teo will go find help. Look guys, a rescue center. Help, help! Here come the rescue vehicles. Teo, what's the emergency?
There was a crash in the construction zone, and now there's a fire.
Alright, but first we need to get in our garages. Can you guys at home help us out? Sure we can. Let's start with the police car with the word police written on the side. Which door do you think the police car should go in? The blue one, red one, or green?
Blue.
That's right, the police car goes in the blue door. Let's press the button and roll it in. And next we have a fire truck. A fire truck helps put out fires. And look, it has an extendable ladder with a hose on the end. Let's put the fire truck behind the red door. Boop. Now to close it back. Great, and now we have an ambulance. An ambulance can take people that are hurt to the hospital. We only have one more door left, and it's this green one. And that's the door for the ambulance. In you go, ambulance. Great job, guys. We put all of our cars in their garages, but there's still one more rescue vehicle left. Do you see it? There it is. It's the helicopter. Check out our cool red helicopter. Instead of rolling on the ground like our other vehicles, it can fly in the air with its helicopter blades. So instead of going in a garage, this one goes on the helipad. Now it's time for Teo to send the rescue team on their way. Let's head up the elevator. Let's use our Teo rescue mission card to send them on the way. We'll just slide it in the console here and then launch. Let's not forget the helicopter. Hey look, we're here, and here comes the rescue team. Check out Teo with his flashing lights and police badge. So cool. Now here comes the fire truck and ambulance. First, the police car needs to set up some cones around the accident so nobody gets too close. Now the fire truck can use its water hose to put out the fire. Yeah, it did it! Look, the two drivers are out of their vehicles. Here comes the ambulance to check out the first driver. Now off they go. And here comes the helicopter to take our other driver to the hospital. Great, now that we know the drivers are safe, Teo can tow the damaged sports car away. We'll just load it on his hitch. Just like that, off they go. But the dump truck is much too big for Teo to tow. We're gonna need a tow truck. Tow trucks may be small, but they're really strong. This one will be able to pull the dump truck to safety. Great, now we need to go check on our drivers. Hey, look at that. Our drivers are done with their checkups and they're feeling great. And the vehicles are fixed too. Whoa! Wahoo! If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Bye, guys! Whoa, silly green bus!